biggest patent mistake we see people make is deciding to wait until some future time when they feel they're ready. Maybe we'll have the money, we'll have the prototype really dialed in, we'll have done enough market research, we'll have the bandwidth, we'll have a better understanding of X, Y, and Z. The team will have finished making the product, so we'll know it's just ready to launch. And that sounds really smart. But because of the way patents work, it's really costly and risky, especially for businesses in highly competitive and fast-moving areas like AI and software. So while you're perfecting and testing and refining and waiting until you're ready to file, there are others out there who are working on the same kinds of innovations as you are, perhaps, and meanwhile they are grabbing territory and becoming prior art. And that can ultimately end up keeping you from getting the patent rights that you otherwise would have. So I just want to illustrate this in a story. Hopefully this will help you understand what I'm talking about. So let's say we have two inventors. Each of them has teams working on an innovative AI-driven software application that's really a game changer. They're both chasing the same thing. They're both it's the same market opportunity, and their ideas are let's just say for the sake of this discussion, they're essentially the same. So they're both working on it. They don't know about one another. There's nothing, no one stole anything from anyone. You have Anna Apple, she and her team, they're going to wait until they're ready. So they're innovating. The team's working, they're developing all kinds of things. It's really getting close. They're learning all kinds of stuff. They're building some really cool stuff. They're not ready until 2 years of inventing and working and coming up with different versions. So let's say 2 years after they start, they're finally ready with like an MVP, minimum viable product, and they're going to be, now they are ready to file their first patent application. Meanwhile, you have Brian Banana and his team, and they're innovating and iterating also. And meanwhile, they are filing provisional patent applications along the way. Every time they've got, like, here's something we figured out that this is great. This is something that's going to be, we think, part of this. Once they have sort of a minimum chunk of work done, they file a provisional capturing that. They keep working. They keep iterating. They learn more things. Okay, that didn't work. This worked better. Here's some more things we tried, and here's what we learned. And along the way, they keep, as I said, filing provisionals. As they iterate, they're filing provisionals. And that way they are capturing prior art along the way. So what ends up happening then, after 2 years forward, since they both started, by the time A is ready to file and files her first application, Anna files her first application, Brian and his team already have 5 provisionals filed and a non-provisional that's well on its way to getting their first patent granted. And they already have all kinds of child applications, other patent applications in the same patent family that are planned to capture more of that territory that they've established a claim to. So by the time Anna's application comes up for examination, Brian has 6 patent applications that are prior art to Anna's, and have disclosed and even claimed the territory that she's looking to patent. And as a result, Anna can't get her claims allowed because of Brian's prior art. Brian's patents get granted. He gets the claims granted that covers the territory that Anna wanted. He's got the prize. She's out of luck because he iterated along the way and got that foot in the door. He got that priority claim before her. So again, it's very, very risky to wait until you have, until you think you're ready, until you have the perfect thing. With provisionals especially, even when you're iterating, if it's a highly competitive, race to the patent office kind of market that you're in, the smart move is to file applications as you iterate to make sure that you have the priority you need, so that when you eventually file your non-provisionals, you have that support and you're the prior art, there's not a ton of prior art behind you, you can be the prior art stopping someone else from getting patented. I hope that was helpful. Catherine Cavella, IP Works Law.